This is Steve Schiffman, and thank you for joining me on this podcast webcast. Today, we're going to have an interesting discussion, and it's going to be somewhat philosophical, but I think you can handle this. It's not too big a deal. You know the story about the turtle and the hare who won, blah, blah, blah. Right? Do you remember that? I hope you do. Years ago, when I started my very first real job, now you know there were jobs before the real job. Everybody has that. You got 2, 3, 4 jobs before you settle in. But my first real job, I walked in to meet the president of the company. And I looked on his desk. And he had on his desk, bigger than this, a turtle. Now, if you come to my office, you would see that I have turtles like this all over. People give them to me. They give them to me because I tell this story. This president, this CEO of the company, had a turtle. And on its back, a little engraved thing that they stuck there, because the turtle wasn't alive, it said, "A turtle sticks its neck out to get ahead." Follow? A turtle has to, by definition, stick its neck out to get ahead. In other words, it has to take a risk. Turtle can get killed in the middle of the road because his neck is stuck out. Turtle can get eaten because its neck is stuck out. But when his neck is inside and he pulls all his things inside, little hands, little tail, little feet, pulls them in, he can't move. He's just going to be there at the mercy of whatever it is. Now, of course, he stays safe, I assume, unless an elephant steps on him. But basically, he's just sitting there. Is that you? Have you decided to play it safe for the rest of your life, that you're not going to take a risk? Have you decided that being a turtle is better than taking a risk? I had somebody call me. And by the way, when I tell you these things, it's true. I had somebody call me the other day. He said, "Steve, I want to be a consultant. I want to be like you. And don't be like me. But what do I have to do?" I said, "Well, you got to create this and this and this and this. You can spend some money, and you're probably not going to make a lot of money in the beginning." So, well, I can't afford to do that. I said, "Well, why not?" So I asked that direct question, why not? He says, "Well, I could lose my credit rating." I said, "You want to go into business for yourself?" "Yes." "And you're worried about losing your credit rating? Really? Is that the most important thing in your life?" "Well, I could lose my house." "Yeah, you could. You get run over by a bus." The fact of the matter is, in order to be successful, you have to take that risk. And if your credit rating is so important to you, then don't take the risk because it's not going to work. Don't take the risk, I told him. "Well, no, but I want to." "No, you really don't." Look, if you have $1 million in your pocket in cash, you think anybody's going to ask you what your credit rating is like? It doesn't matter at that point. So if you can build up $1 million in the bank, no one's going to ask you what your credit rating is. No one cares. And I tell you that from experience. The reality is you have to take a risk in everything that you're doing. See, here's the risk. It's you. Go buy a turtle, put it on your desk. In fact, the magic word for this week is turtle. Send me a note, write the word turtle in the note, or just in the reference point, turtle, and you have a chance to win a free book. But the turtle represents something more. It represents you're taking a risk in order to be successful. I gave a speech for a major telecom company, telephone company, major, top 3, major wireless company. And before I started, before I was on, I remember I do this all the time. I speak before groups all the time, all 43 different countries. 9,000 different companies, 500,000 reps. So this is something that's new to me. But I'm in the room, and they're doing the normal rally kind of stuff that they do. And the speaker, senior VP, called up this young man. And he said, Bill or Joe or Jack or Jill, tell the story. And the story is this. He was working for the New York Yankees, true story, in the perfect job. Kind of like George Costanza, Seinfeld. I mean, he was in this great groove, this great job, and he described it that way. He had a parking space by Yankee Stadium. I don't, do you? He loved it. He loved it. This was his dream to do this. And he went on. He said, but then reality hits. And I'm saying, what reality? That's reality. He said he got married and he had a kid. And all of a sudden he needed more money. So he gave up his job, his dream job, the job he loved, the job that he couldn't wait to go to work to every single morning, to work selling wireless telephones. Really? I'm in the back of the room. I'm sitting there or standing there. I'm thinking to myself, really? You gave up your dream job, the most perfect job, with a parking space at Yankee Stadium to sell wireless phones? Really? And he said, in conclusion, my heart belongs to them, the wireless company. I don't want you to do that. I never want to hear that you gave a dream up because something happened in your life, like getting married. Yes, we all have situations, and some of them aren't cool. Sometimes you got to do other things. But to give up your life, what you dreamt about as a kid, to get that job that nobody has, but everybody wants. But you got a parking spot at Yankee Stadium. Don't do it. I want you to be excited by everything you do, every single day. Pump yourself up. Keep a journal. Keep a journal is one of the best things you can do as a salesperson. Don't forget, if you need coaching, want coaching, let me know. I'm here. We do video coaching, 1 hour a week, 5-week program. It's incredible. 22% increase in sales for the average person. We work all over the world, literally over the world. I've got people that I coach in the UK, in Romania, in South America, Singapore. So if you're interested, let me know. Let me know. And please pass this particular, not even this one, all of them, this particular podcast or webcast to your friends. If you like it, if you think it's worthwhile, pass it to your friends. Hey, I saw this. Look at this guy. It's okay. Don't forget to write me, sschiffman@steveschiffman.com, and include in your email the word turtle. And you have a chance to win a book. Chance to win a book. Okay? So this is Steve Schiffman. I want to thank you for joining me today. And as always, you humble me by your presence.